Hi everybody, it's time for another installment of our books on the big and small screen review series. Um, this time we're going to review my favorite musical of all time, Mame, starring Lucille Ball, Beatrice Arthur, and Robert Preston. Like I said in my review of the book Anti-Mame: An Irreverent Escapade, this is my favorite musical of all time, and the the movie Mame got its start in the '50s with Rosalind Russell, and but this is my favorite version of it, and they've taken some liberties um, from the book. There are some parts that were in the book that were left out of the movie, such as the fact that, such as the fact that Mame has, in the book, towards the end, Mame writes her memoirs called Buffalo Gal, and that is not in the movie. But the songs or the parts that are in the movie include the part where she goes down to Peckerwood in Georgia to meet Beauregard's family. That's in the movie, and of course the the part the parts of where she raises Patrick, because that is central to the story, and and one part that is changed from the book and the movie. In the book, like I said, the character of Agnes Gooch in the book is not Patrick's nanny, whereas in the movie she is. Um, in the book, Agnes is kind of uh, another character, but you know, this the movie also has some fantastic songs. Uh, like one of my favorites is "Open a New Window," and I often find myself singing that song. Even when I'm not watching the movie. And I did a couple song reviews of some songs from the movie that I'm gonna try and see if I can. Um, what I might do at the end of this video, I might um, put those in the actual video so you can see those, because I'm not sure if I can put uh, the links up in the cards to those videos. So I might just put them at the end of the video as kind of like bonus footage. And so, um, some background on the movie. Um, Lucille Ball actually broke her leg in a skiing accident right around the time she was due to start filming. So they had to shoot. They had to delay production while she recovered, and and uh, and she had to learn how to dance. And by her own admission, she is not a singer, but I think she did a fantastic job on the songs that she sang. uh, as a matter of fact, I liked him so much that I put I think one of them on both of Open a New Window and We Need a Little Christmas Now on my Spotify playlist. Another piece of background is that Madeline Kahn was supposed to play Agnes Gooch, but she didn't get along. Lucy didn't like her, and she had her replaced with Beatrice Arthur, which was I think better casting because B had originated the role, or no, she had her replaced with somebody else. I can't remember, not B, and I think the casting of B. Arthur was a natural because she had originated the role of Vera Charles on Broadway with Angela Lansbury in Mame's role. And and actually, the film version, the 1974 version, was directed by B's husband at the time, Gene Saks. And so, like I said, I'm actually gonna put the reviews of We Need a Little Christmas Now and Open a New Window in the video so you can see those at the end. So if you haven't checked this out, please do. If you're a musical fan, again, it was released in 1974. And for some odd reason, it didn't do very well, which I don't know why, because it's a fantastic movie, and like I said, it's my favorite musical of all time. Shown above is the movie's IMDb entry. Shot and produced by Adam Bauer. Audio and video provided by WeVideo and the YouTube Music Library. Additional video achieved provided using by iPicky.com. Photo provided by Google Images. Screen recording taken from IMDb. Hey everybody, here's our review of one of my favorite songs from my favorite musical of all time, Lucille Ball's version of Mame. For those of you that don't know, Mame is about an eccentric woman that takes that is granted custody of her nephew after her brother dies, and her nephew Patrick Dennis has never met her, and she basically raises him and sends him to unconventional schools and takes him around the world and basically she is a free-thinking woman, and um, the original production and motion picture of Mame starred Rosalind Russell as Auntie Mame, but the original Broadway production of Mame starred Angela Lansbury of Murder, She Wrote fame, and B. Arthur of Golden Girls and Maud fame. Angela Lansbury took the role. She actually won a Tony for the role of Mame, and B. Arthur played Vera Charles, Mame's best friend, and after, like I said, after the success of Mame, the Broadway production, it was transferred to the screen with Rosalind Russell as Auntie Mame, and in 1974, Lucy took on the role, and the movie was helmed by director Gene Saks, who coincidentally was married to B. Arthur, who reprised her role as Vera Charles in Lucy's film version, and the role of Agnes Gooch was originally slated for Madeline Kahn, but she didn't work out, or that fell through. And but as I said, this is my favorite Broadway musical of all time, or musical, and one of my favorite Lucy movies of all time. At the point in the story where this song comes up, "Open a New Window," Patrick Dennis has already come to live with Auntie Mame, and actually he has just woken up after his first night in Auntie Mame's care, and after one of her wild parties, because as the movie begins, he arrives in the middle of one of Mame's wild parties and is introduced to everybody. And actually, Mame forgets that she mixes up the day of when he is supposed to come. So she has so she's not prepared for him. So anyway, after he wakes up in the morning after his first night, Auntie Mame starts taking him to taking him around and introducing him to her life. And as she is doing that, she sings a song called "Open a New Window," and as the movie progresses and Patrick becomes engrossed in his new life with Auntie Mame, he starts to adopt her new lifestyle, and he even chimes in um, on one of the he even chimes in with her uh, as they sing as she sings the song at one point. Um, um, it's a really good movie, and unfortunately, and rather unfairly, I think, in my view, the movie was a flop. But with the critics, I think, but um, judging from interviews I read, it was an audience favorite or heard. Uh, but I hope you enjoy the song. And coming up around Christmas time, we will be doing another review of a song from my favorite, from Mame, called We Need a Little Christmas Now. And so that'll be coming up sometime around Christmas time in December. Um, enjoy the song, everybody. And I give it about 5 stars. Hi, everybody. Today we review another Christmas song, this time from my favorite musical, Mame. You may recall back when we did our review of another song from Mame entitled Open Any Window, or Look Through Any Window, I alluded to the fact that we were going to review this one too, a little closer to Christmas time, and it just so happens that it is a little closer to Christmas time now, so I just decided to review it. Now this song comes during the movie, just as Mame is meeting Beauregard Jackson Pickett Burnside, who would eventually become her husband and Patrick's Uncle Beau. And she has come home rather dejected, from losing her job as a floor walker at a department store for helping Beau pick out skates for his then girlfriend. And so in order to cheer her up, Agnes, Ito, and Patrick and her decide to have Christmas a little early. And they start decorating the house for Christmas. It's a couple days before Thanksgiving, and they as they are decorating, they sing we need a little Christmas now. And a couple years ago, I was delighted to find that there is a score album to the 1974 version of Mame, and that We Need a Little Christmas Now was part of that record, and so I was able to put the song along with, I believe, Look Through Any Window on my Spotify list, because along with Look Through Any Window, or Open a New Window, it is my favorite song from the show. And, and so I hope you enjoy this, and I give it 5 stars, everybody. Enjoy the song.